Hey, yo, what's up? We're gonna roll with it today. But I wanted to talk to you guys. About the Western programming, or in other cases, United States programming, right? So the issue with that is that, we all start out kind of all doing the same thing. We are in rhythm of doing the same thing. Start out with public school. After you do public school, then you do, then some supposed to go to college. And then after you leave college, you're supposed to get a job and do the whole 9 yards, right? Work 40 years, get 40 hours a week, and then you die, right? That's practically what that is. And we're all like accustomed to doing that same very thing, right? We got like a small select few that does something else, and the small select few are usually, become, business owners. Some become massive business owners. It really depends. I think that the ones that become massive business owners and have like mega corporations are kind of born into that type of family from day one. So, but the majority of us are programmed to go to school, get you supposedly do college and then get you a little job or whatever, and then you work that job until you die. And the thing about that is that it's too repetitive, man. It's a cycling method. I don't know if you guys actually noticed that. It's a terrible like robotic programming, and it's really like it's nasty work, man. And the problem that I have with it is that like if you try to do something outside of that normalized situation, and you're looked at weird. You're an opportunist. You are they call it a grifter or something. All these like dumb definitions for people that don't want to be in a matrix cycle. You're looked at all weird and stuff like that. So it's just a terrible thing to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people have a lot of creativity. They have a lot, to offer to society, but they will never really get a chance to express those type of things because they're just too accustomed to the Western programming, right? What other things, what are other, Western programming type of situations? We are all accustomed to being glued to our phones, whether it's like entertainment, sports, whatever that may be. And then after that, we must go out and buy whatever we watched, right? You notice that, like if you a football fan or a basketball fan, and I like sports, man. I've been dealing with sports, practically all my life, but it's all a programming. Like if you like football, basketball, baseball, whatever that sport may be, after you watch it, then what do you got to go do? You either got to go buy a ticket to go to the game, or you got to go buy their merchandise. So what does that do? It puts you in a situation to have to spend your resources, right? And your resources is what you make at that job that you are programmed to go to. And after you spend your resources on that, then you watch something else, or you watch something else that you're accustomed to watching. And then what does it do? It causes you to go and buy something. Let's say for our kids' school, for public schooling, what do they like to advertise all the time when it's time for them to go back to school? Back to school. So what do? You either get on Amazon, or if you did back in the day, you go to Walmart or Target and you buy your kids a bunch of the same shit that you bought them the last year, like pencils, notebook paper, and binders and all of that, markers, pens, all the same shit that you bought the previous year. But because you're accustomed to doing that, you think that that's normalized. Like, you think that that's the right thing to do. Like, that makes so much sense. When all actuality, why can't you use some of the same shit that they used last year that they may have left over? No, because you watched the back to school commercials. You heard people talk about it. You heard a daytime TV talking about it. You heard going down the thread of your favorite social media talk about it. And we got to go and buy some, back to school stuff, right? Same with Valentine's Day, same shit. All of a sudden you start loving people. You're a lover now, right? You got to go on dates now. You wasn't doing that the day before. You wasn't doing that last week, but right now you a lover. Valentine's Day, you got to go out. You got to buy chocolates, right? Make Hershey's Corporation more rich, more wealthy, because you're programmed, Western programming. And then after you do that, you go on to the next programming system within the Gregorian calendar, right? So all I'm saying is that we have a knack for being programmed, and it starts since we were very young, right? All the way back to grade school, and it starts there, and it works all the way up to work, where you go and you do the same stuff every single day. You're programmed, you're robotic, and you do the same stuff every day, and so on. So what I challenge you guys to do is to make sure that you're trying your best to get out of the Western programming. Step outside the box, be creative, do your own thing, and realize that you are not weird because you don't want to follow a bunch of people in traffic every single day, and you want to show society something a little bit different. You're not weird for that. It's weird to do robotic shit, and you're not a robot. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you think about that Western programming. And like, subscribe, do all that. It's the voice of the people. I'm out.